the greatest gift that I possess. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of happiness.
A tribute to Ken Dodd.
To me this world is a wonderful place. I'm the luckiest human in the human race. I've got no silver and I've got no gold, but I've got happiness in my soul. Happiness to me is an ocean tide, a sunset fading on a mountainside, a big old heaven full of stars above, when I'm in the arms of the one I love. Oh, happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of happiness. Happiness is a field of grain, turning its face to the falling rain. I see it in the sunshine, breathe it in the air. Happiness, happiness everywhere. A wise old man told me one time, happiness is a frame of mind. When you go to measuring a man's success, don't count money, count happiness. Oh, happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of happiness. Oh, happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that I possess. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of happiness. I got more than my share of happiness.
Sir Kenneth Arthur Dodd, OBE. He was born on the 8th of November 1927. He was an English comedian and singer and occasional actor. He was described as the last great musical hall entertainer and was primarily known for his live stand-up performances.
This fella pops his clogs, and he arrives at the gates of heaven, and the angel said, oh yes, Mr. Smith, you've been a good lad, you can come in. Just one little formality. As you know, he said, everything up here is based on love. Spell the word love. He said, L-O-V-E. He said, good, you're in. Yeah. Then the phone rang, and the angel said, what, yes, thank you, I'll be there right away. He said, Mr. Smith, he said, would you just man the gate for us? There's a bit of an emergency. Got to go up the road here. The Baptists, they're drowning each other. Would you just man the gate? He said, if anybody comes up, just ask them the question, you know, right? So, a couple of minutes later, who should come up the hill but his wife? Yes, his wife. He said, by Joe, what are you doing? You're early. He said, no, she said, but there you are, you see. She said, the hearse overturned. And here I am. Never mind, she said. Yeah, here we are, you know. We're together again, aren't we? He said, yes, we are, aren't we? Yes. She said, well, can I come in? Yes, well, just hang on. He said, you've got to spell a word first. She said, what's the word? He said, Tchaikovsky. Everyone needs love and romance. We're all looking for love and romance. This young fella, he was in the pub one night. He was having a few drinks at the bar, and so on. And he's a rugby player. And suddenly he felt a tug on his jacket. And he looked down, and there was a little diddy woman there, with a green face, and all warts and pimples, and tatty hair, and wearing a pointy hat. He said, who are you? She said, I'm a leprechaun. I'm a leprechauness. She said, I can grant you 3 wishes. 3 wishes, son. What's your first wish? Oh, well, it's a magic wish. Well, he said, I'd like pots of money. Right, you've got it. When you go out to your car in the car park, the booth will be stuffed full of £20, £50 notes, all the money you'll ever need. Now, what's your second wish? He said, he said, I'd like a nice big house. She said, right, you've got one, yes. Up the road here, 8 bedrooms, en suite. When you go to your car, there'll be the front door key on the passenger seat. Now, what's your third wish? He said, well, I'd like a beautiful lady to share it with me. Right, you've got it. When you get home, she'll be waiting for you. 24 years old, 42-inch bust, and a big hot dinner. I better be getting back home then. She said, hang on, 6 minutes. She went, what about me? What about you? Well, she said, what do I get out of this? So, what do you want? Well, she said, I get lonely. She said, I want a bit of romance. Romance? She's on your bike. No, she said, all right then. She said, then you don't get your 3 magic wishes. Oh, he said, well, what exactly do you want? She said, well, I want a big, sloppy, wet kiss. And a bit of slap and tickle. Oh, no, right then, all right then, all bets are off. Oh, he said, what is it? Yeah, a big, sloppy, wet kiss. Come over in the dark. You ready for this? Yes, right, here we go. And the slap and tickle. Oh, aye, and the slap and tickle. By Jove, I enjoyed that. She said, how old are you, son? He said, 34. She said, you still believe in leprechauns? I think.
A lifelong resident of Knotty Ash in Liverpool, Doddy's career as an entertainer started in the 1950s. His performances included rapid and incessant delivery of often surreal jokes and would run for several hours, frequently past midnight. His verbal and physical comedy was supplemented by his red, white and blue tickling stick prop, and often introduced by his characteristic upbeat greeting of "How tickled I am." He interspersed the comedy with songs, both serious and humorous.
This audience deserves classical music, and I'm going to give it to him. Come and join us, come and join Silent Night. Softly, softly. Oh, it's beautiful. Always makes me want to cry. You are the wind beneath my vest. Of all the girls I've before, girls were made to love, and I could have all night. But years ago, I love a drum. You can't beat them. Well, you have to beat them, actually. I never go anywhere without my drum. I love dashing into Tesco's and shouting, I want Fulton's off. Oh, you wouldn't believe the special offers I've had. I lost my eye in the army. I lost my leg in the navy. I lost in the butcher's shop and I found it in the gravy. King Solomon had 1,000 wives, he said, and they did them daily. What's the good of 1,000 wives when you only want, ukulele? Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. Who'd have thought the gander would have done anything like that? There was a young girl called Fanny who married a man with a wooden leg. Her mother makes excellent pie crust. Come, let us lean our heads against the deep river. What's it going? What's it going? I've blown it. She stood on the bridge at midnight. Her lips were all a quiver. She gave a cough. Her leg fell off and floated up the river. There was a young fellow called Gandhi who shot in a pub for a shandy. He lifted his loincloth to wipe off the froth, and the barmaid said, blimey, that's handy. You know, last night, you know, the night before, 3 little diddy men knocked at my door. One wore a top hat, one had a drum, and one had a pancake strapped to it. 1, 2, 3.
He also had several hit singles, primarily as a ballad singer in the 1960s.
So still runs the river on its journey to the sea. So still beats my heart, for you're far, so far away from me. So still runs the river while I wait upon the shore. Amore ritorne, for my love goes on forevermore, like the river forevermore. I threw a pebble in the river. We watched the ripples flow. You sighed, my darling, see, my darling, that's just the way our love will grow. And then I kissed you, how I remember, but oh, I never knew like the ripples on the water. Your love would soon be fading too. So still runs the river on its journey to the sea. So still beats my heart, for you're far, so far away from me. So still runs the river while I wait upon the shore. Amore, ritorne, for my love goes on forevermore, like the river forevermore, like the river
Dodd worked mainly as a solo comedian, including in a number of television and radio shows, and made several appearances on the BBC's musical revival show The Good Old Days.
I stand here tonight, folks, full of the bulldog spirit and with teeth to match. And I tell you, my dear friends, all over the world, us British bulldogs, we are being put on, sat on, and sure enough, one of these days they'll go too far. True. And the French, no wonder they're always passionate and romantic. Have you seen those long loads they eat? This is laughable, really, the French. I shall have to laugh. I ask you, what have the French ever made to be proud of? Chalk and knickers. That's all. Chalk and knickers. And, pardon, sir? Yeah. Oh, yes, yes, that is. Yes, of course. Yes. Well, I've forgotten about that. The mayonnaise. It's a lovely dance. I've been awful worried about you, like, you know. Oh, I have missed. That's why I'm late coming on. The manager of this beautiful tram shed has... The manager has lent me his own little room there where he does all his worrying. I was in there. Oh, I was walking round and round. I kept banging my head on the chain. And I was thinking, I wonder, will anybody laugh tonight? I wonder, will anybody laugh? Because some people never laugh, you know. Some people have no sense of humour. There are some people who are devoid. Why the hell they all have to turn up in one lumpy and
Dodd was renowned for the length of his performances, and during the 1960s he earned a place in the Guinness Book of Records for the world's longest ever joke-telling session, 1,500 jokes in 3.5 hours. That's 7.14 jokes per minute, undertaken at the Royal Court Theatre, Liverpool, where audience entered to the show in shifts. Dodd had many hit records, charting on 18 occasions in the UK Top 40, including his first single, Love is Like a Violin, in 1960.
Love is like a violin, with its strings around your heart, soft and sweet as dreams begin, sadly crying when you part, make my heart your violin. Play it now and tell me this, in the music of a kiss, let me hear you say, I love you. A violin is tender when love is young and shy. It knows the thrill of meeting the heartache of goodbye. Its song may bring desire and melancholy too, or that caress of rapture that only love can give to you. Love is like a violin with its strings around your heart, soft and sweet as dreams begin, sadly crying when you part. Make my heart your violin. Play it now and tell me this, in the music of a kiss. Let me hear you say, I love you.
In 1989, Dodd was charged with tax evasion. Dodd was represented by George Carman QC, who in court quipped, "Some accountants are comedians, but comedians are never accountants." The trial lasted 3 weeks. Dodd was acquitted. Despite the strain of the trial, Dodd immediately capitalised on his newfound notoriety with a successful season running from Easter to Christmas in 1990 at the London Palladium. It was there he had previously broken the house record for the longest comedy season at the theatre, in 1965, with a residency lasting 42 weeks. Some of his subsequent material mocked the trial and tax in general. For a while, he introduced his act with the words,
I am Kenneth Arthur Dodd, artist model and failed accountant. This...
In 1994, Dodd appeared in the TV special An Audience with Ken Dodd. The show was a success and introduced him to a younger audience. Dodd later became one of the select few to give a second show entitled Another Audience with Ken Dodd, and originally broadcast in 2002.
First of all, Lincoln, I'd like to say how tickled I am to be here with you tonight, here in this magnificent Actors Job Centre. This... Oh, what a fabulous show this is going to be when it starts. Oh, I can't tell you how excited I feel. Well, I could, but I get locked up. What a way to end a glorious career. I mean, if you can pack it in, this is the place to do it. This... 47 years. 47 years in show business, struggling night after night, dreaming of stardom. Suddenly waking up and finding yourself in a shed on the South Bank. Performing to a bunch of people who are waiting for a hip operation. Just once in every entertainer's lifetime, he gets this golden opportunity to whip an whip an audience up into a frenzy, to have them somersaulting and dancing in the aisles and turn... I don't think you're up to this, you know. Tonight is meant to be an artistic experience, yes? I'm an artiste, and you are my paints and canvas and brushes. And tonight, my dear friends, between us, we're going to create a masterpiece. What words spring to mind? Dulux. Well, another wonderful day. What's been a wonderful week, and it has been a wonderful week for me. Monday evening, I suddenly found out my ginseng was working. Never mind how, I just did. Wednesday lunchtime, I had a very successful luncheon with my accountant. He paid the bill and I managed to snatch the receipt. Yes. And only... Thank you. And only this morning, and you're not going to believe this morning, I got a £10 rebate from the Inland Revenue. And they said there's plenty more where that came from. If I just remember to tick the right box. What a show. What a show we've got lined up for tonight, gentlemen. Oh, tonight we've got artists from all the four corners of the job centre. We've got an Irish rabbi, Jaime O'Blimey. We've got Chinese fire eater, Bernie Tongue. A fantastic contortionist, Willie Snappit. We've got the famous Russian knife thrower, Vladimir Kutuzerov. A saucy Russian striptease lady, Eva Vestov. Yes. I'll keep going till I find something you like. I don't mind if you don't laugh, as long as you're interested. If you hear one you like, sir, put your hand up. We've got a special treat for all the boys, for all the fellas. We've got a topless lady ventriloquist. Nobody's ever seen her lips move. Hello, world of yesterday. We're looking out to find a way for the children. With a happy song and a happy face, we can make this world a better place for the children. And we're singing out around the world to every other boy and girl. We're holding hands and reaching out to all of you. Come on now, everybody sing. Hold my hand, hold it tight. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Children of the world unite, keep the candle burning bright. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. Hold my hand if you're yellow, black or white. What we need now is some community singing, Colin, community singing. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. If you say everything is atrocious. No, sir, you were la-laring. You weren't singing, you were la-laring. I heard you. Well, that song for all the old farmers. There was an old farmer, he had an old sow. Susanna, the wonderful man. Now, this old man, he had some little pigs. Oh, come on, join in, come on. It's a party. 1, 2, 3, go. The wonderful farmer, he had an old sow. Mrs., you're drowning that man, Mrs. Fat old policeman, he's always down our street. He's such a jolly red-faced man, it really is a treat. He's too kind for a policeman, he's never known to frown. Everybody says he is the happiest man in town. Oh, oh, that's what I want you to do.
His version of Bill Anderson's song Happiness charted in 1964 and became Dodd's signature song.
Audience tonight, folks. We wish you good health, the time to enjoy it, and lots of happiness. Happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that we possess. I thank the Lord that we've been blessed with more than our share of our happiness. To me, this world is a wonderful place. I'm the luckiest human in the human race. I've got no silver and I've got no gold, But I've got happiness in my soul. Happiness to me is an ocean tide, a sunset fading on a mountainside, a big old heaven full of stars above, when I'm in the arms of the one I love. Oh, happiness, happiness, the greatest gift that we possess. I thank the Lord that we've been blessed with more than our share of. Everybody!
That was a tribute to Ken Dodd.
The greatest gift that we possess. I thank the Lord that I've been blessed with more than my share of